This is the floating coliseum. It's located in the depths, right underneath where the coliseum is on the surface. If you played Breath of the Wild, there was a Lynel fight in that one, but this one is going to be 5 Lynel fights back to back. And rather than using any kind of weapon like the Lynel backscratcher that people like to use, this is going to be using a zoanite device. And this is, a pretty decent way to farm them. I was coming back here every blood moon to get the crystallized charges to upgrade my battery. It's now fully upgraded because of that. They also drop a lot of great fuse material. And pretty good bows as well. So this is what I'm going to be using. Been referring to it as the deer stand. And I'm going to line it up with this line on the wall. And that'll both keep it up high enough that you're able to avoid having the lynels break it with their scream attack that normally would one-shot zoanite devices. It's usually the reason you can't use them against them. And it will also allow you to ascend up into it. I'm going to do a test to make sure that I am able to ascend into it. So, get the height correct. So, it does have a roof on it just to stop any arrows that are coming down when the lynels do bring out the bow and start shooting at you. And then construct head with 6 beam emitters. Beam emitters are the only zoanite weapon other than the cannon that's able to reach them from outside of the range that would normally destroy the zoanite devices. And they're also a lot better damage for the amount of battery they consume. I did try using a cannon to destroy the armor on the last Lynel, but that was pretty inefficient, so I just used one of the multishot bows that they drop and shoot it with a bunch of bomb arrows. So I'll activate the coliseum here now. One thing to note is that you don't want to put the stand anywhere near the entrance. If it's in any of those open areas when the coliseum is activated, it'll despawn. So I'm going to avoid that. If you're just starting out the game and you have less battery charges, then you have a couple options. You can either turn the machine off, wait for it to recharge, then turn it back on. You can use the consumable zoanite charges, these things, to add more battery as you go. It's not super necessary though. You can also shoot at the lynels from up here and they can't really hit you back. Make sure to pick up what they drop as soon as they die, because if you kill a second one, there's a chance that a lot of the stuff can despawn. So I think the maximum you can have out items just sitting in the world is 21, or somewhere around that number. Once the first one dies, starting on the second one, it's the same process for all of them. The only one that's really different is the last one. Just because it has the armor. The armor that I'm wearing is the zoanite set. It just makes your battery drain a little slower and recharge faster once it's, once you turn everything off. It's not necessary for this, but it just, it does make things go a little faster. If they have the bow out, then even getting headshots doesn't put them into a downed position. You don't need to shoot them at all, but it's extra damage, so why not? The main benefits of this, aside from it being pretty risk-free once you get the hang of it, you don't actually need to bring anything in the way of weapons. You don't need to go to damaged Knight's Claymore, or Royal Guard Claymore, or any fused material. You could come in here with just a soup ladle and clear the whole thing that way. Any of the bows that you're going to use, you can actually just pick up when you're in here and use that along with some bomb flowers to destroy the armor on the last line. I did try cannons for that, but they were a bit they were a lot slower. Far away, just drop down, re-aggro them, go back up. You can go up onto the roof of this thing and pick up the arrows that they shoot at you. Just, obviously watch out for being hit while you're up there. Even if you are collecting the arrows, they will eventually stop spawning. It'll, show the animation of them landing, but they won't actually drop any arrows for you to pick up. The lynels themselves drop bundles of arrows, though, so it's another thing you can stock up on while you're doing this. So, rather than going up here and activating it this time, I'm going to jump off, use the platform to get bullet time, and just bomb arrows. And from there, it's just the same as all the other lynels. Damage it with the laser. Save a bit of time here. It does take a while. Obviously, if you don't have as much health early on, or weapons that you can use for this, it's going to be a little bit easier. that is the last one. So just taking a kind of a closer look at what just this one drops. So you get the silver Lynel saber horn. It's a really good fused material. Got a weapon here for a 91. It is on a pretty decent sword to begin with, but 55 fuse power. Several bundles of arrows, Lynel hoofs, which are pretty good to fuse with arrows. Lynel guts, you can use that to upgrade some of the armor sets. Large crystallized charges, you get enough on one of these runs to get a full section of battery. Mace horn. And a Lynel bow. I'm going to drop one of the lower power ones. Switch it out with that. It's a 3-shot. Sometimes they do drop 5 shots as well. You can take these to a rock octorok as well to try and change the augment on them and get them up to 5-shot. So I've actually got full arrows, so I can't pick up anymore. But that is pretty much it for farming the floating coliseum. I think there was a shield over here as well I can swap out for this other one. And this bow is apparently better than whatever I'm holding, so... yeah, it's another 3-shot. This thing over here can also be fused to a shield. Is it a +10? And you can also use the parry offensively when you have that on it. So it's pretty good there. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I was coming back here after every blood moon, and it let me stock up on a ton of great materials and get the battery fully upgraded really fast. And once you do have the battery fully upgraded, you actually get access to a shop that you can actually just buy zoanite devices. And that's going to be at the same spot that you'd go to upgrade the battery. I think that's pretty much it.